Hello, my name is Sukant, a concerned citizen of India and an environmental activist. Today we will focus on the most vulnerable topic of the globe, that is global warming. My lecture on this topic is to create awareness among the citizens of the world and join hands with each other to help world tackle with this dangerous problem. To make this session more interesting, I will share few presentation including facts released by various respectable organizations in the world. So let's start the session. In this session, we will cover what is global warming, what causes global warming, effects of global warming, and major countries and their ranks in contributing global warming. Lastly, is global warming too big a problem for us to help tackle? Let's check what is global warming. It is the increase in global annual temperature due to increase in greenhouse gases. Since the Industrial Revolution, the annual global temperature has increased by more than 1 degree Celsius. For last 40 years in per decade basis, the global annual temperature has increased by 0.18 degrees Celsius. According to numerous studies including 2018 paper published in journal Environmental Research Letters from 1880 to 2005, our planet has seen 10 warmest years and recent 5 warmest years all have occurred since 2015. As per the climate scientists, we must limit global warming to 1.5 degrees Celsius by 2040 to avoid most devastating effects like extreme drought, wildfires, floods, tropical storms, and other disasters that we refer collectively as a climate change. No doubt, these effects have been already felt by the underprivileged, economically marginalized people in one or other way in recent years, for whom climate change is a key driver of poverty, hunger, and social unrest. So now, what causes global warming? Global warming occurs when carbon dioxide and other air pollutants collect in the atmosphere and absorb sunlight and solar radiation that have bounced off the Earth's surface. The heat-trapping pollutants like carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxide, water vapor, fluorinated gases or flue gases, F gases such as HFC, PFC, CFC, man-made gases. These are all man-made gases which causes actually the greenhouse effect. Greenhouse effect is currently due to human attributable activities such as burning of fossil fuels like coal, oil, gasoline, and other natural gases. Now, what are the effects of global warming? Obviously, you can see certain videos like this.
Human activities, from pollution to overpopulation, are driving up the Earth's temperature and fundamentally changing the world around us. The main cause is a phenomenon known as the greenhouse effect. Gases in the atmosphere, such as water vapor, carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxide, and chlorofluorocarbons, let the sun's light in, but keep some of the heat from escaping, like the glass walls of a greenhouse. The more greenhouse gases in the atmosphere, the more heat gets trapped, strengthening the greenhouse effect and increasing the Earth's temperature. Human activities, like the burning of fossil fuels, have increased the amount of CO2 in the atmosphere by more than a third since the Industrial Revolution. The rapid increase in greenhouse gases in the atmosphere has warmed the planet at an alarming rate. While Earth's climate has fluctuated in the past, atmospheric carbon dioxide hasn't reached today's levels in hundreds of thousands of years. Climate change has consequences for our oceans, our weather, our food sources, and our health. Ice sheets, such as Greenland and Antarctica, are melting. The extra water that was once held in glaciers causes sea levels to rise and spills out of the oceans, flooding coastal regions. Warmer temperatures also make weather more extreme. This means not only more intense major storms, floods, and heavy snowfall, but also longer and more frequent droughts. These changes in weather pose challenges. Growing crops becomes more difficult. The areas where plants and animals can live shift, and water supplies are diminished. In addition to creating new agricultural challenges, climate change can directly affect people's physical health. In urban areas, the warmer atmosphere creates an environment that traps and increases the amount of smog. This is because smog contains ozone particles, which increase rapidly at higher temperatures. Exposure to higher levels of smog can cause health problems such as asthma, heart disease, and lung cancer. While the rapid rate of climate change is caused by humans, humans are also the ones who can combat it. If we work to replace fossil fuels with renewable energy sources like solar and wind, which don't produce greenhouse gas emissions, we might still be able to prevent some of the worst effects of climate change.
Earth's rising temperatures are fueling longer and hotter heat waves, more frequently droughts, heavier rainfall, and more powerful hurricanes. In 2015, California has seen worst water shortage in 1200 years. India is presently facing water shortage, due to which government has started online monitoring of groundwater usage, which is now being governed by the CGWA, Central Groundwater Authority. According to UN report, 4 major countries are facing water scarcity in 2023, and these are United States, Egypt, Iraq, and India. The Earth's ocean temperatures are getting warmer, which means that tropical storms can pick up more energy. The 2020 Atlantic hurricane season included a record-breaking 30 tropical storms, 6 major hurricanes, and 13 hurricanes altogether. With increased intensity come increased damage and death. Extreme heat waves have caused thousands of deaths around the world in recent years. Antarctica has lost nearly 4 trillion metric tons of ice since the 1990s. Disruption of habitats, allergies like asthma and infectious disease outbreaks will become more common due to increased growth of pollen-producing ragweed, higher levels of air pollution, and the spread of conditions favorable to pathogens and mosquitoes. Now come to the major countries and their ranks in contributing global warming. China being the top contributor of carbon dioxide emissions, about 26% of the total. So CO2 emissions is about 26% of the total, that means of global figure. Now United States, having 4% world's population, is ranking second in contributing 13% of carbon dioxide emissions. European Union ranks third, and India ranks fourth in contributing global warming. So these are the main 4 countries which ranks, on 1 to 4 basis. In cumulative emissions, United States is still number 1. Is global warming too big a problem for us to help tackle? For me, it is no. Being an environmental activist, it's my utmost responsibility to help my and other nations in tackling this problem. Now, these type of global issues can be tackled if I become we, and to become we, you needs to join I. So I urge all of you to join hands with me in tackling these issues. The December 12, 2015 Paris Climate Agreement can be a historic solution to lower their emissions by setting new standards and crafting new policies to meet or even exceed those standards. Almost 195 nations are committed to combat climate change and adapt to its impact. But bad thing is that since they sign up, we are not working fast enough. Now, what is Paris Climate Agreement? That I will tell you in the second session. To avoid the worst impacts of climate change, scientists tell us that we need to reduce global carbon emissions by as much as 40% by 2030. Now it's a quite challenging task. Now the global community means we must take immediate concrete steps to decarbonize electricity generations by equitably transitioning from fossil fuel based production to renewable energy sources like wind and solar, to electrify our cars and trucks, and to maximize energy efficiency in our buildings, appliances and industries. Thanks for watching this session. Session 2 will be uploaded soon. Till then, if you haven't subscribed my channel, then please click on the subscribe to stay updated.